Hello everyone, welcome to
Trimination.
We Are
Change your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit weird.
We are Triminators and welcome to.
Can you start again then?
We share it, then we start over again.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, for those who are watching us right now, please help us to like and share our live video right now onto your timeline for this. Before we actually start our actual live show, 2 to 3 minutes later. Okay. So I shall do my sharing right now. Also, my phone.
So this is our change our body, and then today really tag your friends along with us. We're going to share with you a lot of our experience and what we have been through for the past 20 days.
Yeah.
20 days, and it's really coming to the end of the first 30-day mark while we're embarking on this change your body journey.
Right, yeah. So while everybody's sharing, so yeah, do remember to help us to like and share our video to all your friends out there who is also interested to change your body together with us, right? So yep, I'll be doing my sharing right now.
And if you actually joining us together in this change your body journey, let us know your progress as well. You can drop us a comment on the Facebook Live. You can also post some of your pictures.
Yeah, to let us know your journey along the way as well. Yeah.
Correct.
Let us know whose workout you're following.
Mm.
Or if you are doing your own 30-day plan as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, thank you so much. And if you're ready, you also want to try that again.
Hello everyone, we are
Triminators.
and welcome to
Change your body.
Yeah, thank you everybody. Alright, we are now week 4. Maybe you can switch the camera to me. Yeah. Alright. It's so far away. Hello everyone. Yeah, we are now week 4. Okay. Yeah, okay. We are now week 4 of what we have been trying to do this called 30 days change your body challenge. And then
Correct.
actually we are now like left with 10 days left.
Wow.
Only one
So
week
are
left.
we on track on our own personal goals?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, because 10 more days only. Yeah. So, in 10 days time, we shall be actually completing this first milestone that we set out to do for this change of body campaign, right? Because we do not want this thing to just end after another 30 days again. Right, we just want to continue to work on our bodies. All of us, all of us. Show all of us the picture, okay? All of us. Yeah, all of us that how we can continue to improve not only just our body state, also our health and fitness level. So this is what we've been trying. And throughout the last 2 weeks, we talked about our diets, our workouts, and also last Sunday we shared that everyone actually can be classified into 3 body types.
Correct.
And right now we're going to talk about them in detail today, right?
Correct.
That's right. Okay. So for myself, right, last week I've actually shared that I'm actually a hybrid.
Actually, it's number 1. One is
Sorry.
but it's okay lah. It's why don't we start with the endomorph today?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with endomorph.
Okay, camera on me, please.
Yeah, ectomorph, you have Stephanie share it for us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie. Good morning. Yep. So I want to share a little bit about the first body type, which is ectomorph. Okay. Some people might be wondering, see ectomorph. So basically, right, ectomorph, if you're looking on the physical aspect, of the body, is usually very thin and lengthy and tall. Yeah. And basically narrow shoulders, narrow hips, okay? And there's something, and there's something that they will always say that you were like very angry, like how come I anyhow eat also cannot gain weight time, And it's basically they have very high metabolism rate. So these are very of the few clear distinct characteristic of ectomorph. Okay, so you want to think about it. Do you belong to ectomorph? You can drop a comment in the comment box. We want to say hello to our friends out there. Yeah.
Find your family members. And mesomorph.
Yes, next one is mesomorph. So yeah, this one mesomorph is a between of ectomorph and endomorph. So actually very ideal body shape of kind of things. So if you can see the slide, that quite wide shoulder and strong leg and very narrow waist, waist and hip. So this one is quite muscular and less body fat.
So supposed to be the athletic type, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. So what about our endomorph friend?
Okay, so basically for endomorph, right? Okay, so basically we are those types that is generally easier to store fats. Okay, and then we are usually when you look at us, we are usually round shape or pear shape. Okay, and then we because of the way how we are like, right? So actually we have a lot more fats that is growing around us. Okay, and it makes it very hard for us to actually lose fats and gain muscle also. Okay, so for so that's why, right, it has to take a lot more because for endomorph, our bone structure is slightly bigger and curvier,
Yep.
and we also usually have larger and thicker bodies. Okay, so I wouldn't want to use the word fat to describe us, but we just are
Big
thicker
size.
and bigger bone structure.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, and
It's like you have a truck structure, you cannot go skinnier.
you got a framework there. Really. So, but one of the things that means if on the route of losing weight, okay, as an endomorph, we need to work out long enough and hard enough to lose weight than any other body type.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to do a lot more things than for to put more effort and more a bit more time, and the variation of exercise that we'll do is a lot more. Yeah, that's what
So you
endomorph.
want to call out to your friends?
Hi, for those who
Yeah,
are
let us know you are
endomorph.
endomorph.
Yeah, do let us know that you are also an endomorph too. You are also an endomorph. Yeah. Come and join us.
Join us.
Look at us.
Let us know you are here.
Yes, also. And if let's say, because for me and Shi Yun, actually we are of the endomorph type. So our meal plans or our workout plans, right, are something that probably you can have inspiration for your own weight loss journey as well. Okay, so if you have any inputs about what you have been doing for your own weight loss as an endomorph, feel free to drop your comments below and share with us what you have done so far. All right?
Right. So it's important that we first figure out which kind of body type we are, whether we are endomorph, mesomorph, or ectomorph, because it will actually affect the type of workout and diet that we are actually taking on to make sure that it's most effective for our own body type. So today we're going to share that with you on the type of diet, the type of workout that's going to be most effective for your body type, that's going to help you to change your body.
Right. So let me start the ball rolling. So for all our audience out there, so what type of body type do you think I am? Okay. Can I answer myself? Like what Jasmine just now said. Yeah, Jasmine just now mentioned, right? Both of us are more of the endomorph type of body types. So let me just summarize the key features that endomorph body type should look like. Okay, so for endomorph, like what Jasmine mentioned, we have a more stockier bones, which big bones, and then we have a big framework with very large structure and a larger mid intersection, which is in your trunk area, okay, your tummy area, and even your hip area. So this, like, we are more curvier in nature. Okay, yeah, so for this endomorph body types, it's really like we gain more fats faster than the other two body types. And it's really very, 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 very hard for us to lose the fats as compared to them, because our metabolic rate tends to be much more slower than the ectomorph and the mesomorph itself. Yeah.
It has always been like that.
For me, yes.
How are you this year?
I'm 27 this year. Yeah, so since young, actually, I'm having this endomorph body shape. This is a curvy, big bone. Yeah, because at birth, I'm like 3.9 kg. It's really very big. Yeah, so since young, I'm already the big size. And I don't really like to move a lot.
probably that's why over time my metabolic rate drops as well. Yeah, so it resulting in the accumulation of the fats even faster than the other two body types itself.
Because generally people do share that, right? For endomorphs, right? They because of their heavier weight, because of their heavier structure, they tend to like to lead a sedentary lifestyle.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
But because they find that, like having to carry their own weight is actually a bit of
Burden.
a burden.
Yes.
Especially when they are doing something more
Running.
dynamic, like exercise, etc. Then they will find that it's actually more strenuous
On the
and
knees lah,
on the
and things
knees,
like that.
yes.
Yeah.
So they have a tendency or the mindset to go towards a sedentary lifestyle lah, meaning no at home lah.
Yeah, no at
basically.
home.
Okay, so because for endomorph, right? And actually, like I mentioned last week, I'm actually a mixture of an endomorph and a mesomorph. Okay, so right now, actually, when I first started out 70 days ago, 80 days ago, actually, I'm more of a endomorph body type. Okay, so for me, right, at that time, actually, a lot more we have to work harder. Like just now I mentioned, you have to work harder, meaning that you also have to work a variety of exercise. Meaning that you have to do both cardio and strength. There's no there's no shortcut really. No shortcut. There's no way that you can just choose that I just like running, then go for running. Yeah, there's no such thing, unfortunately, for endomorph. Okay, so for us, basically, we have to at least engage for at least about 20 minutes of workout, okay, and engage the large muscle group mainly.
Maybe Jasmine, before you continue, I think Sui said that she's 3.9 kg when birth.
Yes. What do you hear so loud?
She already predetermined that by birth she is a big size, and genetically speaking, she's trying to tell us that
Genetics.
she's an endomorph.
Yes, I would think so.
Is that the case for you? Because you did mention that you think that you are more like a meso endomorph. So because we got to confuse
Our audience.
Out there, because yes, we have ectomorph, the long hands, long legs, skinny type. Then we have the mesomorph, the muscular, athletic type.
Correct.
Then we have the endomorph, the three-tunnel type, right? And then, but actually, to be fair, not everybody will fall exactly right in the middle of this, because there is always like a mixture and a hybrid kind of situation. It's like sometimes a bit of fuzzy area. So, all right, and then therefore, you hear from Si saying that she is by birth genetically a
Endomorph.
because she is born with 3.9 kg.
Huge baby.
Do you know how heavy were you born? No.
Yes.
You know also.
So how heavy?
3.5.
Oh,
3.5. Oh.
around there. Above 3 kg.
Yeah. So therefore, my point is that you have to be quite clear. Actually, there's a rule of time. Whether you are and whichever body type, actually the easiest way to identify which body type you are at right now is not how you are right now, depending on your age. It should be around a teenager, going
Early
into
20s.
20s especially. That is the most fairer and level kind of definition of what kind of body type is. We'll come to that. But the point is, you cannot look at what you are now to because you must see when you're growing up, you are more likely what kind of body type. So, because Jasmine said that she's a meso endo. Right?
Meso transform to endo.
Wow.
Yeah, so the two ladies there, one is
Endo.
Chitana by birth.
Yep.
One is a pickup converted.
yeah. Halfway. Yeah. So when
The pickup converted the Chitana trying to convert back to
Pick up.
yeah, because in my teenage years, I was generally more towards the mesomorph with like because like what they mentioned, mesomorph, generally our legs are very much stronger.
Strong.
Yep.
Yeah, it does not mean that when I go into endomorph, my strong leg is going to be missing. But yes, there's still that part of it still inherently inside. But you will see that essentially in terms of the waistline, the trunk area, I gain a lot more fats, especially in the trunk area
Right.
during this last 5 to 8 years. Yeah, so that's why it seems that your body type does not mean that you're by birth you're a which type and then that's it. My life
Determined
is
for your life.
endomorph.
Yeah.
No, there's a way that you can go through via nutrition or workout to make sure to gear towards the body type that you actually are looking for. Yeah. Okay, so like for all those endomorphs out there, at least you have to engage in strength and both cardio exercise. Okay, so for cardio exercise, it depends on whether it still depends on whether you are someone that exercise frequently or not. If you are a beginner, then of course I wouldn't suggest that you go for very high impact kind of exercise like running. Yeah. Like you can actually start up with something that is like a run walk plan. So you can actually go for walking, brisk walking first, and then you increasing progressively to give it a higher impact to give yourself to lose more fats. So technically for endomorph, the key thing, the only thing that you think of as a target is only losing your fats. Yeah. No matter whether you eat or whether you work out, the main idea is lose your fats first. Okay, because only when you lose your fats, then then you'll be able to build your own muscle strength along the way through your strength training also. Okay, so for my side, right? Also, when you start off with low impact exercise, like those low impact can be like swimming. Swimming is a very good exercise if let's say you are very heavyweight, because you actually don't have a lot of burden actually on your knees also.
First thing, can you swim now?
I float. We can float. Yeah, I tried learning last Saturday, but it didn't work out. Yeah, so I'm trying different types of workouts also to give myself the kind of variation so that my body can work out different types of muscle groups as well. And also stairs climbing. Okay, I tried stairs climbing also, like during work hours, during lunch hours. Yeah, then you can just go climb stairs and climb down, and then there's also can form part of your workout. If let's say you have a very busy lifestyle, we all have that, but we have stairs everywhere, and we can make use of it to also help us with our cardio workout as well. Yeah, and also if let's say you are like me who have been working out quite a bit of time already, then you can go for your high interval intensive training, which is a HIIT workout. Okay, like HIIT workout, you have actually those like squats, plank. Usually you can work out for like about 20 seconds or 30 seconds, then you have 10 seconds or 20-second rest. Yeah, so there are times if you can work out progressively, 20 seconds work first, 10-second rest. After that, you can go on to like 30 seconds work, 10-second rest, or 40-second works and 20-second rest. Yeah, so you can work out.
Did you show any of those in the videos?
Yes, I did show in the video. Yeah.
Maybe you have to
I have
highlight the video again so that people.
Yes.
Your family members will do the same.
Okay, so basically I have this workout video that I actually done. It's actually a combo. Why I call it a combo is because there's cardio, there's strength, and there's core that I do all together in a session of 30 minutes. Yeah, and you can actually do that very well because for my strength training, I usually don't use dumbbells. I usually use resistance band. Because I think resistance band is more convenient, more portable, and also you can change your weights very easily. Because sometimes when you buy dumbbells, like a pair, it's like probably it's a fixed weight, 3 kg. Then it's like $25, for a pair. And then when you go out, you want to increase the weights, then you have to buy another set of dumbbells. But for resistance band, I think that sometimes they sell in altogether different weights, then you can actually test out first. So you can test out for those weights, right? You must find that type that you feel at 8 to 10 reps. That weight is definitely for you to train out your strength. Not those that you feel very easy. You can do a lot of times. That means that one is too easy for you. You can't build any strength. Yeah, so you must find a right weight that that can help you to build muscle and not to cheat your way out. Okay, so that's basically it. And also, I think using resistant band, one good thing is that you don't need to have, barbells. People have to go to gym, then can dig out the barbells. But you can actually use the resistant band to do deadlift. Just that you just have to step on it. So I think that there's more variation when it goes to doing resistant band. You can do deadlift, you can do tricep extension. There are a lot of ways that you can work different parts of your body. Yeah, so actually there are a lot of different workouts that I would love to show you guys, because last week I just tried a burpees workout. I thought that burpees is just go in, come out, and then jump. Go in, come out, and then jump. I thought there's only one type of burpees, but I'm totally wrong. That burpee workout, I almost want to die because there are so many different versions, like one leg come out lah, then you can still do squat during your burpee.
Nice.
Yeah, so there are actually many variations that is suitable for us to do it. And I think when working out, we must not find it's a painful process. When you find that it's a painful process, you won't enjoy it at all, and you won't bother to go and find out different varieties or that can help you to make your body shape even tone up. So I think that I like to try different variation. Even like I want to try aerial yoga to see whether I can hang there for whether I have the core muscles to do that. So I think you have to find fun, enjoy in doing this, because weight loss is not always that painful. Really, fret not. Always find different ways to make workout very easy for all of us. Yeah.
Gosh, I think Jasmine definitely enjoys so much
workout.
Yeah, we can feel that.
Enthusiastic,
Yeah,
right?
so enthusiastic.
We can feel that you are so elated about
Amazing.
doing all these exercises. What do you think, Sui?
Wow! Yeah, wow. Jasmine did share a great workout plan, right? So for me, I am not that enthusiastic as well, okay? But for me,
Overcome all these
challenges or yeah, okay. So for
this demotivation.
no lah, because for me, right, is I think I'm focusing more on the diet portion rather than workout. Although I do workout as well, but for me, because if I go for a workout, right, I will take a daily progress of what my body type, my body shape is. So day to day, you will see the progression slowly, but there is a changes. So that gives me the little motivation. Although how hard it is, right? It's just that like what Jasmine said, 30 minutes a day will just enough for you for the whole day already. So I will also follow the workout plan that Jasmine recommended, the low impact one, which is like swimming, climb stairs, all this. Then slowly I will start progressing. But for me, I'm going to share with you guys right now, it's more on the diet portion. Okay, so for endomorph body types, actually we do have a slower metabolism. Okay, and there's a lot of causes behind it. Okay, because maybe it's like we lead a sedentary lifestyle where we don't really like to move and we like to noah a bit more, and which results in actually we have extra storage surplus of energy from the calories we input on a daily basis. So actually, this is a problem to us because we will tend to store fats at the trunk area, at the hip area, or even your arms area unknowingly. Over time. So what we need to do actually is we need to focus on the techniques to really actually cut down fat loss. The main thing is fat loss, not muscle gain. Fat loss. Because we store too much fats, but we need to cut it. Okay, and after we cut already, then we can start talking about the muscle gains portion. Okay, so actually to accomplish this, right, the diet that we are more focusing on, right, is more of like a 40% protein, 40% fats, and 20% carbohydrates. So for endomorph body type, we are not encouraged to take a high intake of carbohydrate because carbohydrates can turn into fats and stored as fats very easily. So for us, we need to focus on a more protein and fat-based diet, which can help us to burn our fats more, and reduce the storage of the fats into our muscle body cells. Okay, and another portion is that actually, as I mentioned, endomorph body type actually do carry more fats. So some of you out there, or even probably myself, I face this issue that I'm starting to ponder whether do I have a condition called insulin resistant. So with this insulin resistant condition, right, it's actually it's not helping you to break down the carbohydrate as as ideally as you want it to break down. So that's why it also resulting in the fat accumulation inside your body. So with this, actually the recommended diet is 40, 40, 20. Protein, fats, and then carbohydrates. So with this, actually from the diet portion, if you are looking at this breakdown of 40, 40, 20, so we are looking at taking the protein from meat base, which is like probably your fish, your chicken, your salmon, all those better, not say better, but
Healthy.
healthier choice of protein, which comes with like what Jasmine said, white meat. Yeah, and it definitely comes with a certain little portion of fats, good fats as well. Because for example, if you choose salmon or codfish, all these fishes, right, they do have high in the fats content as well. Okay, or maybe if let's say you are looking at the fruits and vegetable for the fiber portion, which is also your okay. But for fiber portion, right, we do also don't forget some of the vegetables that we choose to eat, right, also does have carbohydrates. So for carbohydrates, we don't really recommend you to intake the refined one, which is like rice, noodles, all this. This is really not that good kind of carbos we are looking at. Probably we are looking at those carbos that's coming from vegetables and like probably broccolis, corns, all these. Yeah. So from the vegetable point of view of carbohydrate, it does really help us to not absorb that much into our body. Okay. Yep. So okay, another point that I want to share with you is like I read this up online after some research, right? It's stating that actually, if let's say we have a diet that contains daily protein of 2.2 grams of kilogram per body weight, meaning to say, it will help us to show more fat loss and also muscle gain for endomorph body type. So, for example, 2.2 gram per kg of body weight, right? For example, right now, I'm at 83 kg already. So if 2.2, I need about 170 grams of protein every day. That is like, wow, really a lot of protein. So that's why the 40% of the protein diet kicks in place. So it's really very important that we take a high protein diet to help us to sustain our the fat loss process as well. And one more thing about the protein diet that I realized that if let's say we do have a high protein diet, protein does help us to sustain the hunger. That meaning to say, if let's say I'm hungry, right, I just eat protein, then I won't feel hungry that fast compared to if I eat a carbohydrate. Yeah, because carbohydrate tends to break down faster in terms of chemistry aspect. Yeah, they break down the sugar and then your body absorbs the sugar much faster. So if you have high protein, then you intake it, then your breakdown process takes slightly longer and then you won't feel hungry that fast. Yeah, so it helps us to reduce the problem of snacking as well. Yeah, that's for me personally, that this whole week that I have researched and then start making changes to my diet. So I've been like incorporating a lot of salmon, a lot of chicken and things like that into my diet to make it, to pump up the protein, because 170 grams of protein is really a lot for me. Because yeah, I cannot last previously I think the progress of me becoming like that, I didn't take so much protein on a daily basis. Yeah. So right now I'm trying to make changes to my diet, as well as incorporating the workout plan that Jasmine has recommended to make it a more comprehensive fat loss journey. Yeah. So yep, that's the endomorph body type.
Steve, can I ask you a question? I mean, I also quite confused myself. This one is something that I haven't really reconciled and figured out. Perhaps you don't answer, and if you don't answer, maybe you can tell me, also share with our viewers out there. Because you mentioned that 40% is protein,
40% is fats,
and 20% is
carbo.
For your endomorph body type.
Yes.
When you talk about 20% carbo, I totally understand, because that was also what I'm
looking at to adjust.
And trying to keep away. But when you say already you got so much fats, then why are you still eating 40% fats?
Wow, yeah, because the fats, I think it's a really essential also, because the fats that we are talking about, right, is actually not the unhealthy fats, it's the good fats that we are talking about. Yeah, so like for example, just now I mentioned, if you eat salmon, they contain fats. Or for example, if you're looking at more plant-based one, right, you can take the fats from the nuts, or even like olive oil, all this. So it's more of the essential fats that will help your body to to maintain the ratio of the protein, fats, and carbo. So if I cut carbo like 20%, definitely I pump up my protein and also have to balance it off with fats. Yeah.
I think that's a fair answer because you cannot be totally
No fat
no fats
diet.
at
Yeah.
all because and then so much then if soon as that it's not taking enough fats to pick up for the loss of
The carbo.
carbo,
The body.
actually what it is that the protein will have to be very high.
Yeah.
Which is actually not good also.
Right.
It cannot be too extreme. Alright, we are talking about how do you trade off one another because of the nutrients, macronutrients. But all in all, you cannot go to the
Extreme ends,
like what some specific diet plan that they are having. Okay. Basically, we still need to make sure that our body has a very balanced intake of nutrients on a daily basis. Balanced and adequate.
Yep.
Nutrients. Right?
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Jasmine.
Alright, so is that our turn?
Yes,
So,
correct.
it's our turn?
Yes.
Alright, I will start first.
Okay, let's talk about mesomorphs exercise, and then we will talk about the diet later. And yeah, mesomorphs are really, really evident, very blessed because they are when they work out easily getting muscle comparing other body shapes. Really evident.
No, it's not them, it's us.
We envy you.
One of yeah.
Two of us supposed to represent the mesomorph.
Yeah, correct,
But
correct.
actually, like what Jasmine actually talked about earlier. Also, when you were young, were you also mesomorph?
I was Kamchik.
Kamchik.
Yeah. I was quite weak and then very thin until 19.
19. So at
Correct.
19 years old, how heavy were you?
I was almost 55, but when preparing A level for entering the university, suddenly gained a lot of weight until 78 kg.
From 51 is not it?
Yes. So I don't want to show my graduation album at the time. Yeah, quite. Yeah, plump and like a bow.
So it was because of studying.
Yeah, just 1 year ate a lot and then just didn't exercise. Yeah, anything else.
So from 19 years old, you're 51.
Yeah, correct.
19 years old, 54. And then
Correct.
suddenly by the age of 20, you are 78.
78.
24 kg.
Correct.
You know why? That means, people comment. I mean, I just want to let you guys know. I mean, yes, we are here to talk about the mesomorph, but at the moment, I think you also looks more like a mesomorph than me. To me, it's like I'm an endomorph already because I first started this
Journey.
awareness, or rather this consciousness that I want to do some weight control. It was almost like 90 days ago when I was 94 kg.
Oh.
But I'm not always like that, right? Because until 21 years old, I'm 51 now. This year, until 21 years old, I was only 56 kg.
Whoa.
I just couldn't gain any weight at all. I mean, at 21 years old, I just finished my national service, but throughout that period of time, I just, no matter how I eat, I just can't get any weight at all. I was so skinny, and then my face is so sunken. Yeah, and then I'm just simply thin and lean. And then, but when I went to NUS in 21, I realized that I really must do something about gaining weight seriously. So unconsciously and 不小心 how you say that?
Accidentally.
Explore to 78, 34 kg.
Right.
But when I was 21 years old, I purposely I purposely try to put on 10 kg.
Oh.
Yeah, so within 3 months, I put on 10 kg. So I became 66. Then later did I know that I should have done it so deliberately. Sometimes I afraid don't have to do it deliberately. Like you wait long, you'll get fat also. So eventually when I reached 66, I just went on and on and on. Then the next milestone was 72. And the next time I remember it was like 76. Then I was 82. Then I thought, wow, so fast. Then I still didn't do anything about that. Suddenly I'm now
94.
Around 94 is for me. So we are just trying to tell you that. I think now I'm more like the endomorph, trying to go towards the mesomorph. Right? And also is more like still very much
Ectomorph.
Ectomorph, but he's trying to flip up.
Yes.
Okay.
Mesomorph. Yes, correct. So yeah, as I told you that mesomorph is a very easy to gain muscle. For me, yeah, lower body quite easy to gain muscle, but upper body is not easy for me. So I try to work up for my upper body. So I shared how to exercise for myself. So mesomorph, normally I already shared that very easy to gain muscle, like athletes or the ladies, Serena Williams, the tennis player, very muscular, right? For to gain your muscle, but this one you need to remember, not consistent exercise cannot help increasing your muscle. So have to variate a lot of exercise combining. So three major exercise for push is for your chest, pull is for your upper body, squat is your lower body. But the weight have to vary many times. So heavy weights for less reps. For example, 6 reps and then 3 sets. Or sometimes light weights, but 20 reps or 15 reps for 3 sets. Kind of variation you have to give. So if you just doing the same consistent exercise giving you to your body, then your body will adjust and then stop there. So keep variate. So I recommend you combining is quite important. And then
So cannot just keep doing the same exercise. No, the also is trying to lift up, to build mass for yourself.
Correct.
So you're doing more of the strength training.
Correct.
And even for strength training, you cannot just do one particular part.
Correct.
As many parts.
Many parts have to exercise.
Everything must flow in corresponding speed. Tandem, right?
Correct. Even though doing the same part, have to change your weight from light, sometimes heavy. Yes, that is the one that variation should be required.
So if you have been following our Facebook Trimination group, you also did post some videos to show his workout.
Correct.
I'm sure you're going to show some more, right?
Yeah. Next video will be the lower body. Our previous one was the push and pull. Yeah, upper body.
And the next video will be
lower body.
So if you are like 37 years old, like also from ectomorph trying to move to mesomorph, right? You can follow his workout on our Facebook Trimination group. Okay. Great.
Okay.
So for my case is I'm not trying to beef up anymore. But incidentally, not trying to confuse matter. Okay. Like I said, I was by nature an ectomorph. So it's long hands, long legs, skinny, basically like stay until 21 years old. And then 30 years later, I become 94 kg.
Endomorph.
So it's like I progressed from ectomorph to to mesomorph, and then I end up,
All
I don't know how, like I end up in endomorph.
All three phases.
Yeah.
How did I become a
Ecto 2.
I started as a
Endo.
bicycle. I don't know how I ended up as a bicycle. So this is a tragedy for me, alright? So I don't want to be a trick runner. I want to go back to be a no, I don't want to be a bicycle. I want to be more like a
Sedan.
sedan, yeah. And maybe a BMW.
Yeah. Ferrari.
Powerful sedan, right?
Yes.
Not because of branded, because it's powerful or even, So actually, yeah, I also realized that I can build up muscles quite easily if I do it. And then actually for a period ago, I mean maybe almost like 2 or 3 years, I do like 30 to 40 sit-ups a day. Not a lot, but it basically keeps my muscles active. Right? And then until I started doing all the tabatas, alright, lately, and then I thought I hurt my shoulder.
Oh no.
I couldn't even really go down. So actually the point here is that I am trying to lose weight because I told you 90 days ago when we first wanted to do something about our body of 94.4 kg. Guess what? Yesterday I went to weigh. Guess what? You know what? Yesterday, you know?
Yes.
Now I'm 84.3.
Wow.
I lost 10.1 kg.
Wow.
This is actually I'm also
Wow.
shocked myself. I didn't even because last time I watched a lot of YouTube videos and you see all those people are losing. I said, wow, so impressed. I'm so in awe, and then I said, wow, and then I always have this expression, if only I could do it. So everybody will have the same kind of question, always thinking that, how? I'm so happy, I don't really like it. And then, but I just feel so difficult to start, I feel so difficult to move. Actually, whether you lose 10 kg or whether you lose 20 kg, how you start? You always start with your first 0.5 kg.
Correct.
You just have to move first. Don't think of the 20 kg, don't think of the 30 kg. Just try to lose the first half kg in the first week.
Correct.
And then everything will come naturally later. If you actually persist and very determined on the first half kg for the first week, and anyway, we always advocate, and then I also very believe that to lose weight healthily and sustainably, you should not lose more than 1 kg per week. So half a kg is actually a decent
And safe.
a decent and safe milestone that you should look at.
Correct.
Work on your first half kg. Just by starting walking stairs, taking the dropping 1 bus stop earlier, 2 bus stop earlier, just for a bit.
Yes.
Probably will help you to lose half kg also, and then more importantly, start taking your breakfast. So anyway, this is how I first started. Really seriously take my breakfast and really try to walk a little bit more, and things like that, and then everything just slowly piles up. Right? So right now, I'm looking to lose more weight. Looking at my analysis using our in-body 770 weighing scale, I realized that I still have about another 9 to 10 kg to go.
Oh, still
So
okay.
at my current weight of 84.3, I need to lose 10 more kg, means
74.
kg.
Correct.
I tell what, but I'm 74, how are you going now?
Now 61. 60. 61.
Wow.
61. Yeah, like a stream. Like a stream. Yeah.
Like rubber.
Super.
So I have another 10 more kg to go, which means I'll reach 74. So again, by then I'll be 74 and he will still be 75. So I'm doing a lot of Tabatas right now. And as everybody knows, Tabata, I choose Tabata because I keep running. I seriously keep running. Even when I was in the army, when we had to go for 10 kilometers run, 20 kilometers run, I always run with my eyes closed. Because I was running with everybody, I just don't get so much. I finished 10 kilometers, but just
So, yeah, just.
I don't think about it. So I hate running. So I choose Tabatas, and then Tabatas are something that's getting very popular these days.
Correct.
Especially the last few years, and then it's actually called the HIIT.
HIIT.
Intensity
Interval
training.
Correct.
So you hear Jasmine and Sri talk about it, and then they are like short bursts of exercises, switching between different workouts, and then cramming everything within that short period of time, and then actually you will be able to pump up your heart rate up to 85 to 90% of your maximum heart rate, which is pretty cool. And then to me, I always think that it's very worthwhile. Because I do 20 minutes of Tabata, right? It's almost equivalent to 1 hour of running.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Must maintain 20 minutes.
130.
Correct. This do this continuously 20 minutes. Not do 5 minutes, rest 5 minutes. Okay. So I actually quite like to do Tabatas, and actually Tabatas, again, you can also look at a lot of references.
Correct.
You can actually focus on strength.
Correct.
You can actually also focus on the core, or you can just focus on the max, depending on which one to do. So really, Tabata is something that activities do now. But honestly, I still have to say again, I'm 51 years old. Don't hurt yourself.
Correct.
Very easy. Sekali one twist only, how come straight. So actually, and then you must also do at least 3 times a week.
Yes.
At least at least 3 times a week. So actually, I want to be honest with everybody out there. If you're 31, 51 years old, I mean, I'm not finding excuses, but I tell you the reality is that wow, sometimes it's very tough because you get paid more.
Oh, even though not required yet, have to exercise that. Yeah, easy to injure. Also, easy to injure. It means before exercise, you need warm up very required.
Right. So the warm up and warm up is really, but it's seriously still kind of difficult. I also realized that other than this heat, high intensity, you should also be starting to look at this kind of exercise called LISS.
Yes, correct.
LISS. LISS training.
LISS.
Training.
Yes, correct.
Actually, you
LISS.
asking what is LISS. It's actually the stands for low intensity, steady state training. Steady one, okay? All Singapore people say, hey, steady or not? Steady, right? So you must now do low intensity, steady state, which I have an additional option that I should be looking at. I cannot be just doing the high intensity one. I need to switch between the high intensity and low intensity. And really, low intensity, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just that you just have to do longer period.
Correct.
Instead of 20 minutes, maybe you have to do 45 minutes.
Correct.
Things like that. But what it means, walking is also LISS.
Correct.
When I hear this, I say, gosh, amazing. Walking works there.
Correct.
So I'm definitely going to
Steady state.
Walking when I cannot do Tabata, and then swimming also works.
Correct.
And cycling also works.
Correct.
So now the thing is how to switch between the high intensity and the low intensity. And then switch around.
Correct.
So that I can make sure that my metabolism remains high, and therefore I will be able to lose my weight further.
Correct.
My body fat further. Right? Thank you.
Yes. Now let's talk about diets. So comparing endomorph and then mesomorph, we are also required to having the meals balanced. So we are 40% of carbohydrates, 30% of protein, and rest 30% for fats. So as shared, Xuyun, what kind of food we have also same. The menus will be same. The portion should be 40% for carbohydrates, 30% for protein, 34 fats. So normally we have to mesophores have to have at least 1,500 kilocalories per day. That is, we are recommended, but from endo to mesomorph, that Leonard should be have a little bit modified. It means I having a 40% couple, but for him, yeah.
Actually, yeah, we are a bit, our goals are a little bit different. I'm trying to lose fats and weight.
Correct.
I'm trying to build up. So obviously I can't follow his diet the same. But as a mesomorph, basically our diet are very balanced.
Correct.
We want to high protein or high what you want to so sort of very balanced. So actually, you also talk about him having 30% protein, 30% carbohydrate, and
40%
fat.
couple. Yes.
30% protein, 30% fat, and
40% carbohydrate.
He needs a lot of carbo. You know how to do all those weights, right?
Correct. So need more sugar to make it more faster to make it burn. Yeah.
And for me,
Energy.
I want to lose my calories, so therefore I go focus on protein 35% and fat 35% and carbo going down to 30%. In fact, if I can go a bit lower, I'll try to go a bit lower. But if I cannot go a bit lower, I will use supplementation to help me block out the calories. Yeah, so you see, these are the differences that we are sharing with you. And then going forward, this week, we are trying to talk more about and share more about how we are managing our transformation with our body type. Mesomorph, right?
Mesomorph.
All right,
Yes.
thank
Correct.
you so much.
Thank you. Now next one is ectomorph. Correct.
Yes, ectomorph.
Hello, ectomorph, like transformer. Yeah.
Also, AKA SBB.
Ooh. SBB, some people. Oh,
Some people.
wow, I've never been called a some people before.
Some people. Another meaning of subject.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway, I just want to start by saying that I want to leave most of the sharing of ectomorph to Wei Lun first, and then I'll come in because, you know, after reading and researching on ectomorph, which I thought I belonged to ectomorph group, I realized that I'm a fake ectomorph. Wei Lun, do you still want me as your family member? But so that's why I have some very interesting information to share. You know, I'll get Wei Lun to start by sharing on what exactly is ectomorph and what ectomorph should be doing. Over to Wei Lun. Yep.
Okay, so ectomorph, naturally thin, very thin, small bone structure and frame, you know. But I think the one thing that maybe all the ectomorph out there really love or really hate is the high metabolism. Yes. Yeah. And this high metabolism has a lot of implications because I think if you are happy being ectomorph, it's a good thing for you. Because like what Stephanie mentioned earlier, no matter how much you eat, you probably will stay in the same size. You'll stay the same shape, you'll be okay throughout. But if let's say you are, you also trying to gain muscle and gain mass. And for ectomorph, who are actually trying to gain mass, this high metabolism is something that will kill you. Yeah, because you burn calories so fast, like when you eat, right? Your body digests it so quickly and then use up the calories so quickly, such that you are almost always either you're maintaining your calories or you're in a calorie deficit. So it's very hard to actually gain mass per se. Yeah. So maybe we talk about the diet first. Yeah. So for ectomorph itself, ectomorph actually needs a very very high calories diet. Yes. So I think like we shared earlier last week with our diet and all, we are trying to keep.
You just now ask question.
We are overwhelmed by the whole
But I will ask.
so flexible.
Oh yeah.
So what we were trying to do is to eat like 250 to 500 calories more than our own metabolism, which for me is about 1,000 to 2,000. Yeah. For you it's
So basically, I would because my I would need to at least achieve like 1,400 to 1,500. Yeah, but I also want to share about that part after kind of like determining my body type right now.
So,
Yeah.
So actually for us to gain weight, we need a lot of calories because actually for us it's eat high calories, high protein, high fats. Yeah, but the distribution is that relatively.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah, relatively speaking, carbohydrates have to be a lot more. So it's about 55% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and 25% fats. Yeah, so even though we are trying to, I mean, the past week we've been talking about like we need to take a lot of protein
Yes.
to gain a lot of weight. But actually, because of our high metabolism, right, we actually need a calorie surplus
Yes,
to be able to gain the amount of mass. So we need a very high calories diet as well. And actually, I read.
It come from carbohydrates.
Yeah, it has to come from
Yes.
carbohydrates. Yeah, it has to come from carbohydrates.
Carbohydrate effectively is the energy, is the calories generated.
Correct.
And it's energy that's very readily available and being able to use by body. Yeah. So because we already burn so much on a daily basis, and because of these 30 days where we are trying to work towards our own body goals and like going to a mesomorph state, we are doing our workouts, and therefore we are even burning more calories. Yeah. So for workout wise, right? Actually, ectomorph trying to go into a mesomorph cannot do cardio at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no
We are
cardio.
not supposed to do cardio exercises. Because cardio exercises will make us burn.
Then you just do what? You just do what sleep before lost it, never do nothing.
Sounds good. But no muscle. But no muscle. But no muscle. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so for strength training wise, I mean, you also shared earlier, I think there's this thing called catabolic state of the body, which we're trying to prevent, which is when you are in a very sedentary lifestyle, you actually lose fats, you actually lose muscles. Like your body starts to break down fats and muscles all at the same time. So if you are probably not eating a lot, then you find that you are losing weight by both the muscles and the fats. So for people who are trying to gain muscle, we're trying to avoid that. And to avoid that, we really need to train really 3-4 times a week. And for the amount of calories that we need to be eating, actually, I read that we need to eat 5 to 8 meals a day.
Okay. Wow.
In 3 hours to 4 hours. Yeah, so,
Sleep,
That's.
Yeah.
4-5 times.
I think supper, snacks, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, previously.
we need to eat a lot to sustain the amount of calories that we're taking in, and also so that our muscles are getting the enough nutrients to repair and grow. So we cannot let our body slip into the state whereby like it's kind of like breaking down muscle tissues.
Right.
It has to be always building.
Yeah.
So in terms of the exercise part, really is a lot of workouts as well. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, it's a lot of workouts, 3 to 4 times, and then like what you also mentioned earlier, if you go for strength training, 6 reps, like what Jasmine mentioned earlier, also do maybe like about 8 reps until you fail. So that's about the amount of weight you should take. But then make sure you don't do extended exercises. That means very, very short exercises, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but don't go beyond that, because when you go beyond that, you'll start to burn a lot more calories. Yeah, so do exercises that are very heavy in weight, but take longer breaks in between. So do more frequent but take breaks, such that you are only targeting that muscle group, but you're not burning too much calories.
Oh, this is like art already.
Yeah. No. It's the thing is that it sounds like such a big challenge for ectomorph, but for some other people, it's like, oh, I would want to be doing that. Like, no need cardio exercise.
No need cardio. Eat a lot.
More, but the rest it sounds like it's also quite a difficult feat for ectomorph actually.
Turn full time doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah, every 1-2 hours must eat. Every 1-2 hours must exercise. Oh my god! Wow. So it's like so busy, right?
Sounds
So busy with eating, exercising, busy exercising.
Actually, you also realize that the kind of eating habits and workout habits you have currently will actually determine what kind of body type you are in.
Oh, you want to talk more about it?
No, because I realized that for myself, like I don't the amount of food I eat is not very consistent, and I don't actually eat that much amount of calories every single day, and that probably resulted to me being in my state right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Like, and coupled with the fact that I do exercise quite regularly as well, then the amount of calories I have probably is a surplus most of the not surplus. It's a deficit most of the time, and therefore is in this state. Yeah.
But were you born when you were young? Is it always been at
Yeah, it's always. Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea how heavy I was when I was a baby.
But like
I'll get back again.
teenager, you were always
always quite
SBB.
and skinny.
something.
Okay.
Any ectomorph out there? Drop us a comment. Oh yeah, we have one here actually within this room. Yay! High five! Another one. I'm not to share one when the other one is waving at us and saying that we'll have an interview with him later after the show. Very curious about that. Okay, yeah. Anything else?
No, one last thing. For ectomorph, it's good to eat before you sleep.
Some people have been
Yeah, basically saying it's living the sweet lifestyle.
No, because it can really avoid your muscle tissues from breaking down. Yeah, you can eat before you sleep, so that to build your mental.
Okay, maybe I can add something here because I'm not trying to. I don't want to always say. I don't have every say in everything. But I went to weigh yesterday. All right, and then I actually lost another. What do you call that? I lost another 85.5 minus 84.3 something. 1.2 kg. I lost about 1.2 kg in like 3 days, Yeah, but my body fat shot up again. Yeah, and then my muscle, because of this, my muscle mass sort of affected because my weight went down and then my fats went down and it sort of affected my muscle mass. And then I tell you what, I tell you the secret is I ate 2 nights of supper.
Yes, I can. Yeah. I hear the
I cooked swine night, at 11 plus almost 12 at 1 o'clock, I think. I tell you, what he says is absolutely true.
It works. Sure.
I tell you.
Oh, the ectomorph out there.
All the people want to gain weight.
Yes.
Eat before you sleep.
Yeah, you better think twice if you are an endomorph or you are some other.
Not for the yes. Yeah.
Good luck to you.
As in you. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically some of the very interesting and I hope useful information that we don't share on the ectomorph. So so why are we actually being paired up? Because for the longest time I also thought that I kind of belong to the ectomorph family group. Yeah. But in the end, after researching and thinking very hard, if I can have my next slide. Is that the slide already? Oh, that's the slide. Oh, okay, yeah. So, is that my, okay, because I'm not wearing slide. Okay. I actually included my own picture in there. It was taken out.
Yeah, taken out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now my,
So many
because, too many pictures.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because yesterday night, right, I actually took a photo, and I just wanted to, if you look at me, okay, this picture maybe not very reflective, and you would think that I kind of quite belong to, the ectomorph. But then again, okay, so
Basically, she doesn't fit the profile.
I don't fit the profile at all.
Number one, her hips are bigger than her shoulders.
Too much detail.
Number two, she was never thin and
Yes,
lanky.
never been an anti. Although when you look at and because
Actually, she's really quite heavy. She is not small.
I kind of like and whenever I lose weight, the first thing that that loses weight is my face and it gets very thin. So it's like this illusion that why are you looking so thin? If I can have my legs like this, okay, so I don't belong to ectomorph at all. So a lot of people, a lot of times, right? It's really throughout the years, because of you try hard at your exercise, your diet habit. It could be your metabolic change as well because of aging, right? Slower metabolic or pregnancy, menopause, all these can actually skew your body type. So I think like what we have mentioned at the start of the program, if you want to kind of have a better idea on what body type you're at, actually you need to think back and about how you were in your late teens or early 20s. So this will give you a good indication like what they were all sharing. So I want to share with you this because since young, right, all the way until my lower secondary school, I've always been, I'm not big bone, but I've always been chubby. I remember in my primary school, my relatives would always tease me like, hey, 小胖, even. When you look at me, you can't believe, right? Yeah. Okay, next. Actually, I wanted to find a picture because it was very interesting. I wanted to show you. So what happened was, I was round, okay? Always, yeah, the 小胖, in kindergarten, very round also. It was only through upper secondary that I started to really exercise very diligently because of my CCA. I train a lot, almost 5 days because of my CCA per week. Yeah. So sorry, this is my height from primary 6. That was my thing. Yeah, so yeah, and that's a good question. Why did I not go taller? Because typical girls, teenage girls at that time, you're starting to be more conscious, you're getting a little bit vain, and then so I exercised a lot, but I wasn't eating because I wanted to lose weight. I ate like a bird, I was eating just muesli every day, and my
Like a bull, like
yeah.
eat like a bird.
Oh, yeah, every day I was just eating granola and cereal. I remember that. I was enjoying it. Not that, then I still remember my younger sister, why you eat like a bird? This is all that you're eating. So please, it's really about balanced nutrition diet. So that's why I really, my height just stopped there. This was really my primary 6 height. So so I just want to share that. Basically, so now I've identified. Next slide, I'm actually classified under the endomorph. So I'm actually pretty slim right now because of in the past 2 to 3 years I've been actually very diligently exercising, and I was actually also more conscious of my diet. Okay, I'm almost half a vegetarian. I don't really take too much meat, but I was really taking care of my diet. That's why I'm looking like that now. And yeah, like that. Hey,
Like an ectomorph.
Okay, not so much because all the hidden you all just cannot touch only. Yeah. So it's called skinny fat. Okay. So actually, right, we gain weight quite easily, due to lack of exercise and poor diet. If I can just take out my photos in the last 5 years, right, it actually really reflect that. If for like 3 months, I start to slow down my exercise and I just have to take more carbohydrate, I tell you, immediately I will gain weight very easily. Yeah, so definitely not the ectomorph at all. So, if there's anyone that belongs to the body type here, please drop me a comment. I want to say hi to you as well. So, so I have to remind myself, it's not that, I'm looking close to ecto, then I will, if I'm not aware of this, I will be actually following the diet plan of Wilun, which is like, wow, you have to eat before you sleep. And then you more carbo. Yeah, that 1 month, immediately I'll be putting on a lot of weight with no exercise and stuff like that. Okay, so I want to touch a little bit more on the next slide. So because it's the endomeso, I need to stick to a plan that is geared towards more what I want to achieve, which means I need to follow more closely to the meso body type. So it's almost like a balance of all the food type. 35% carbs, 35% protein, and 30% fats. Okay, carbs, yeah, actually I take very little carbs. That's something that I also need to be very careful. I need to have a real balance because what I'm trying to do now, I'm actually quite lean, but I want to build more muscle mass. I want to tone up actually. So that's why we was sharing. Both of us are very conscious about taking slightly more surplus of our calories because we are all trying to so-called bulk up, increasing our muscle mass. Okay, so that's a portion that's reflected there. So in terms of exercise, right, it's also actually slightly more strength training than cardio. Yeah. The next slide. Yeah. Because basically, what I would want to achieve, right, is to actually maintain my body weight. There's no way I can lower my body weight. I'm at the ideal body weight, and but I still need to lose fat, my body fat, and basically increase muscle tone. That's very important. So slightly more strength training, like 3 to 4 times per week, and not to forget the cardio as well, definitely, because I need to actually be conscious about that body fat, which I can put on quite easily as well. So it's that 2 to 3 times of heat, yeah, 2 to 3 times. Like you say Tabata, yeah, I love Tabata. Like what Leonard is saying, it's very, very effective, and I don't need that much time to complete that 4 times of 4 minutes at home. So that's useful. So actually, what happened was just yesterday, I shared a video of also a total body strength training. It was very interesting because I know some people when they, yeah, I think, but Yong Sok, for example, he enjoyed that kind of like, the lifting and stuff like that. For me, actually, I get bored very easily. So I try to look for more variation for my body strength training. I don't go to the gym. I work out mostly at home. So it's actually quite a few variation that the video that I've just uploaded yesterday, and really is so effective. It requires you to actually do 4 sets. You start with 20 sets of each exercise, and then you cut down to 10, 15, and 5. I tell you, but only at the end of the first set, you'll be really sweating buckets already, and very, very fun, but very effective. So please, if you're also looking for some good variation of strength training, you can take a look at our Trimination Facebook page, and I just uploaded the video yesterday. So yeah, that's all I have to share on the endo meso body type. Thank you.
Anything to add, Balloon?
Anything to add? I think everybody just we are all just trying to reach our own goals per se. And whether you are ectomorph, whether you are endo meso, whether you are meso or whether you're endo, there's a specific sort of like a diet and a workout to it. Although it won't vary a lot, and most people are not like purely one type of a body type. Just make sure that I think one point that Stephanie mentioned earlier is that if you want to work towards being a mesomorph, then you have to follow a mesomorph diet and workout, whether you are endo or ecto right now. Yeah. So follow the kind of workout and diet plan that you want to work towards that kind of body type. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, okay, come back, everybody, picture can, thank you, good. All right, that is almost towards the end of our program today, and then I hope that you learn one thing or two about ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. All right, so the point here is whether you are a bicycle or whether you are sedan or whether you are three-tonner, it doesn't matter. All right, and then I think we wrote in our script, which is a very good statement. He says that your body type is not a life sentence. Yes. All right, because as we talk about that, the mesomorph is like a very athletic, very kind of powerful and muscular type that everybody wants to be, and some are actually born with it. All right, but the fact is that even if you're at the ectomorph, all right, you just take more protein, you just do more weight training, you can turn from a ectomorph to a mesomorph. It's like a bicycle to a sedan, yeah. And then if you are endomorph, all right, you can still be a mesomorph if you are really dieting hard enough and doing a lot of cardio training. Okay, 3-tonner也有变成轿车的一天。But I think we have been talking about workouts, we're talking about diet. Next week we will focus on one very essential part of this whole review, because we heard about how we go about doing our diet, which is like how much protein, how much carbohydrates, and how much fats. And then this is important because as we try to get all our daily nutrients from our usual food, invariably you realize that it's really hard to make sure that we're getting them adequate level on a daily basis. So supplementation, especially when we talk about nutrition supplementation, is now a very widely accepted and recognized part of it to help in all kinds of weight program. So next week we'll focus on how did supplementation help all of us to make sure that we are getting the right protein, the right fats, and the right carbohydrates on a daily basis. And if you really like this our video, all right, we are and welcome to and please share our video with all your friends who are looking for transformation in their body and fitness. Okay? All right, thank you so much.
Watch out for
Oh yeah, Christmas tree. Ta-da! Yeah, this is the 11th feet Christmas tree. Yeah, nice, right?
Yes.
what body type is our Christmas?
Endomorph.
Endo below, and echo on top, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, see you. Bye.